A look there at a sold-out crowd that's been whipped into a frenzy. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the LA Dodgers and the Milwaukee Brewers. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. Just think of the Giants and Reds in the 2012 series, or way back in 2001, the A's and the Yankees. Remember that? It can happen. So you can bet that these guys would love to finish the series off right here and now, so they can take a few days off and relax and maybe watch a little baseball.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Milwaukee Brewers.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who get the ball here in Game 3. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, I think the guy to watch is Matt Kemp. He's got some wheels on him, and that's a big part of why he's successful at the major league level. But routine grounders become tough plays. Singles get turned into doubles, and what would have been a 1-2-3 inning suddenly becomes a rally.
Marco Estrada gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
And with that, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, if there's a ball hit out to center field in this one, and I'm the third base coach, I am not going to send him. He has a cannon out there in center field. Everybody knows it. We'll see if he gets a chance to show it off in this one.
Carl Crawford will get a shot here, and he's looking to get off the schneid. Hitless in the series so far.
And he's an important guy to get going. If they're going to have any chance in this series, he really needs to start getting a little more involved.
And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1.
First pitch, 106.
Drilled to the right side. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Batting second, center fielder number 27, Matt Kemp.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring in the powerful center fielder, Matt Kemp. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. Two different locations, but equally effective.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, I think Dixon has sometimes been thought of as a hitter's umpire. Well, the book on him is that he can be a little bit tight on the edges of the strike zone. We'll see if that's the case.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Not only do you not want to lose this guy, but you got more trouble right there in the on-deck circle.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout, and he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Batting third.
You see here on Show Track, that pitch up and in just ties him in knots. When you leave that out over the plate, you'll be in trouble, but if you can locate there, things will be just fine.
Chris Davis will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he takes ball 1. That's by him for strike 1. Top of the first, just getting started here at Miller Park. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. And now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, Matt, you got to love what Jonathan Lucroy does for this offense. He's one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. If they can get guys on base ahead of him, they'll have a great chance to hang a crooked number on the board.
Hyunjin Ryu is on the mound, and he'll look to wrap up this division series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Dodgers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, out in that corner outfield spot, a very reliable left fielder. Not somebody that's going to make the great plays, but every routine ball, it's as good as gold.
Gene Segura will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just one game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Gaucho takes it in. A quick out number 1.
And, you know, pitching's a lot more than just velocity. You know, this guy, he's living proof. If you hit your spots, change speeds, you can get guys out with an 87, 88-mile-an-hour fastball, and he did it right there.
Striding into the box, Carlos Gomez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ryu gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. And with 2 away now, we give you another glance at our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And here in this Game 3 of the Division Series, the big question is, will we see a sweep? Ryan Braun gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
In there at the knees, strike one. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a ball popped up. Playable, however, in foul ground for Ellis behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Brewers come up empty in the first. We've played an inning in Milwaukee. No score on the show. Yasiel Puig makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
66. Yasiel Puig.
Into the windup and the pitch. They'll start the second with a curveball that's taken here for ball 1.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside, though.
That evens it up 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
Well, a little surprising he wouldn't pull the trigger on that one right there. This isn't anything fancy. Just a right over the top 4-seam fastball. Absolutely frozen.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Good changeup in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Ramirez is retired, 2 down now.
Yeah, a nice job behind the plate. He wants it low, so he's got a good idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
In now is A.J. Ellis. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
The windup and the 0-1. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Way outside. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
So many times pitchers will get ahead, then they'll start to mess around, and the next thing you know, it's a full count like it is here.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
That is just a great at-bat right there. Anytime you go from down 0-2 in the count to working out a walk, well, let me tell you, that ain't easy to do. And that's all about having a really good feel for the strike zone.
Juan Uribe set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1 left for L.A. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Mike Napoli will get a chance here, and you see the numbers for the series. He just has not gotten going yet.
Now, and if they're going to get back in this series, they're going to need him to get back in the groove because this pitching staff has buried him so far.
Ryu steps into his windup. First pitch on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Standing in now, hole blank. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Oh, he brought it back.
Wow, tough play.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it and winds up an easy pop-out.
Chris Davis gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We'll move to the third with no score. Back at Miller Park in Milwaukee as we get you set for the top of the third. Evan Gaucho is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Second baseman, Evan Gaucho.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now, that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
And he falls behind. 0-2. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Gomez has a beat on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
I thought for a second that this might make a dent in both the hit and the run column, but he didn't quite get all of it. It's probably the best swing, though, they've had so far.
Into the box, Hyunjin Ryu, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
The left fielder, number 3.
Back to the top of the order now, and here comes the speedy Carl Crawford. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1. Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. Hit hard up the middle. Segura has it. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Well, you know, he knew who he had running down the line right there, so he had to try to hurry the throw. But in hindsight, I think he had a little bit more time than even he thought, and he winds up throwing this one away.
So here's Matt Kemp now. And there goes Crawford. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it's not in time as Crawford takes second with ease.
And with 2 outs, this was an excellent spot to try to take second base. The worst-case scenario is, if you get thrown out, you allow a good hitter to come back and lead off the next inning. Now, you give that same good hitter an opportunity to drive you in with just a base hit.
The 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Davis going back at the track. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Jonathan Lucroy will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base run. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1.
And when he's finding the inside corner with that curveball, whoa, he can be tough. That's a hard pitch to hang in there on.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ryu looks in. 2-2 on its way. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Now this one sets up a big pitch because you don't want to lose that leadoff guy in a scoreless ball game.
Belted high in the air out to left. Crawford going back on it, still going back. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Yeah, and this ball was hit pretty well, but it was always going to stay in the ballpark. And you see the left fielder just drift back and make the play on the warning track.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will be taken in by Uribe for route number 2.
Hey, if you like a good pitcher's duel, it looks like we've got one brewing right here. 2 outs now in the bottom of the third, and both of these guys look like they have their good stuff.
Marco Estrada will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Here's the first pitch to him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Ready on 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Chris Davis will lead things off here for L.A., but don't go too far. Yasiel Puig set to bat next.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
0-1 count. Here it comes. And it's quickly 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And as we'd expect, not a huge differential here. In fact, no differential at all, with both guys clocking in at 92 as their top fastball. Into the box now, Yasiel Puig. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball, so let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Huh. He's making quick work of the middle of this lineup. Back-to-back strikeouts against their number 3 and 4 hitters.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And here now a tough out in the person of the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
1-1, here it comes. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Lined hard toward right center. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And after going strikeout to start the inning, it looked like he was on his way to an easy 1-2-3. After the base hit there, he's going to have to work now with a 2-out base runner.
Settling in now, A.J. Ellis. He drew a walk his first time up. Runners off for second. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Dodgers go down quietly. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Gene Segura will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, and still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Ryu's ready. Here's the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Grounded to third. Uribe's got it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
You know, a lot of times when you get a slow grounder and a fast runner, that can be a bad combination. So this is a nice job of realizing the situation and getting to this ball quickly to throw him out.
Here's Carlos Gomez. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. No runs, no hits. 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. And Gomez not biting on that one either. It's 2-0 now.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Shot to third. And, oh, he can't knock this one down as it zips right by him into left.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
Stepping in, Ryan Braun. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
A pitch out, the throw, and they still don't get him as he's in safely at second with a stolen base.
Well, that's no surprise to anybody that he's running right here on the first pitch. And these guys defensively, well, they know it too. But that just shows you the kind of speed he has out there, because even with the pitch out, he's still able to steal that base.
Now a pickoff play at second, and he's back standing. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One and one, here it is. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball, whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Sinking line drive out to right center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. The throw home. And he will beat Ellis's tag. He's in there to score. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Mike Napoli is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sent on the ground out to second. Gaucho scoops it up. Spin throw. Gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one.
Boy, as a hitter, you know you're hoping to get that ball into the outfield somewhere, make it hit the grass, give your guy a chance to score. In this situation, all he does is get to third base. That's not a big help.
Cole Blank is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
You know, and I think that pop-up right there is just a result of poor pitch selection. He chased a bad pitch, and as a result, he didn't really put a good swing on it.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Crawford has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. They certainly know how to have a good time in Milwaukee, and I believe this may just be a brand new type of polka. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. A.J. Ellis will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Segura fields it cleanly, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman, Juan Uribe.
So 1 away in the inning now for Juan Uribe. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty, one man out. Two and 0.
It seems like he's just dancing around him so far in this at-bat. No fastballs yet. He's behind 2-0. I know what I'm looking for if I'm hitting.
Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Braun. Still ranging back. Gone! It's a solo shot for Juan Uribe. His first homer here in the series. And the Dodgers are back even now at 1 apiece.
And as a pitcher, when your guys aren't scoring any runs for you, it makes things awfully difficult out there for you. I mean, he's held them off for as long as he could, but now with one swing, this is a completely different ball game.
Into the box now, Evan Gaucho.
Evan Gaucho.
Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Here it comes on 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And he comes back with a pitch right down the middle for strike two.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Liner towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Around first, on his way to second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Now batting.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. Check out the hand getting into good position. The hips start to rotate and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball. That's the perfect swing right there.
A throw behind the runner at second, and the runner back easily. In now, Hyunjin Ryu, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. One run on 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. He'll come home with it. And he is in there.
You can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. He's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and here comes the speedy Carl Crawford. First pitch on its way. Cut fastball inside, ball one. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Runner at first here, one man out. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Swing and a liner. Foul. Full count now. 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with one out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Runners on first with one down. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
And here's why you always go in hard at second base. This could be a very easy double play ball, but you see the aggressive slide here. That really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up getting just one on that play. Excellent aggressive base running.
So here's Matt Kemp now. And a pitch out, but Crawford's not going. A runner on first with two away. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. Dodgers lead this one 2-1. Chris Davis will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Two and 0 now.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Three and 0 now. A little shaky here to start the 5th.
Yeah, he shouldn't be too tired. You figure he'll settle back in sooner or later.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Turned on down the line. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Good job out there on the mound. Down in the count 3-0 to start this inning. He comes back to retire the guy on a ground ball.
Jonathan Lucroy is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses inside, 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And that misses 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Looking to avoid his first walk. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Well, that's just some indecision there on 3-2. He's thinking, should I swing? You could just see him try and hold up, but by that point, he'd already broken the plane. That's an easy call.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. He'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike one. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They still trail it here 2-1. Chris Davis will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Right side, defense aligned perfectly. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Yasiel Puig Ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Fly ball out toward right field. Braun giving chase. Can't make the play, however. It's over his head. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
And the way their starter's throwing, another run here, that might be all they need. He's into scoring position now with a double.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the sixth. Drilled on the ground is short. There's Segura, and the throw to first just about takes him out as it skips up and over him. And he is in there.
Don't know quite what happened there. Looked like it was going to be an easy play, but he just kind of short arms it over to first, and that'll go as an E6.
In now is A.J. Ellis. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Giovanni Soto is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Giovanni Soto.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Jeez, how's he doing after that shot?
And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Gene Segura is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
Now a big looping curveball in there for strike 2. Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Ryu comes set. Here's the 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This is line to left. Crawford will give it a look, but this drops in for a base hit.
Center fielder number 27, Carlos Gomez.
So striding in, Carlos Gomez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hit hard toward the right side, and that is down for extra bases, as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And the runner from second is in to score.
Well, time for another old baseball cliche. It's a game of inches. And it was on this ball. Take a look at how close this is to the foul line. And this is not a fair ball by a whole lot, but I guarantee you he'll take it. He pulls into second with an RBI double.
Here's Ryan Braun now, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Here it comes, 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. Hit out toward second. Gaucho is up with it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here's just a case of a guy at the plate doing the little things to help his team win. And he gives his guys the lead here following the RBI groundout.
Mike Napoli digs in now with 2 already home and a potential 3rd waiting in the wings only 90 feet away.
Well, runs often come in bunches, Matty, and we're going to have to see if that's the case right here. They've got a chance at a big inning.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Chopped weakly to the left. To his right, Uribe. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3 as he comes through with a simple ground ball with a runner on third to drive him in.
Cole Blank will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Oh, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
Here comes the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner, 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And another foul ball. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 3 runs already home here. Hard hit ball to second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Another example here. This is right over the middle of the plate. It's elevated a bit. Just a complete miss in location, and they jump on him again.
And now we see Dodgers manager Don Mattingly out of the dugout and on his way to the mound. And that will be the last we see in this one of Hyun-Jin Ryu. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger, as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Justin Bosarge will take over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Justin Bosarge.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
2 out with the man at first. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On to the 7th now in Game 3. It's the Brewers 4 and the Dodgers 2. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Rob Wooten is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Rob Wooten.
Leading off the inning, Juan Uribe, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen, as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Swing and a miss, and down goes Uribe for out number 1.
And even with the new pitcher in there, I think you tip your cap a bit to that starter. I mean, he gutted out 6 tough innings, and he's given his guys a good chance at victory if this bullpen can hold the lead.
Digging in, Evan Gaucho, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But the throw will be in time at first, so he's denied the base hit on a bunt attempt.
Oh, man, what a terrific play right there. That ball was rolling, and it stayed low, so he had to bend all the way over to make a barehanded grab, then a quick release, a nice throw to first in time to get the runner. You can expect to see that on highlight reels for a couple days at least now.
Andre Ethier will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 16, Andre Ethier.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Davis moving to his left, and that's the third out. Dodgers down in order, still down by a count of 4-2.
Your attention, please.
And a new pitcher set to come on now as they turn things over to the finesse left-hander J.P. Howell. Jonathan Lucroy will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time.
Jonathan Lucroy.
And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Lays off 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Here it is. 3-1 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
On the ground to the left side. And reined in, one away.
The second baseman, number 2, Scooter Gennett.
Scooter Gennett will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
2-0 count. Here it comes. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Tap foul at home plate. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Here comes the payoff pitch. Sinker misses. Ball 4.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Martin Maldonado will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 13, Martin Maldonado.
On the ground to short. Could this be 2? The second for 1. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. The dangerous Carl Crawford will get things started when we return. It's the Brewers 4 and the Dodgers 2. Brandon Kinsler will be summoned from the bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8. Carl Crawford will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Grounded, foul. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
And the pitch on 2-1. All even now, 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And this is swung on and missed as Crawford is set down on strikes, 1 away. And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these two performances stack up against one another. Matt Kemp stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Now a ball hit hard toward first, and that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Kemp will turn and go to second, and he'll pull in there with a 1-out double.
Now back.
And that's a big double
First
right there.
baseman,
Down by
Chris
2, but more importantly, that's going to get the tying run to the plate. So we're going to see how they want to handle this defensively now with the open base.
Chris Davis will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
First offering on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Anxious moments all over the ballpark now. These folks can hardly bear to watch.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And now with a 2-0 count, both pitches have been in. This might be where you say, all right, I'm going to let it fly if this next one's middle away.
Foul toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Third double of the game for these guys, as you see the comparison there. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Yasiel Puig, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. Long throw to the plate, but not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Took him a while to pick up that first hit of the ball game, but he made it count as he was able to drive in the run on the RBI single.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Yasiel Puig steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike.
Yep, they went right back to that same pitch on the outside corner, and that's a good job of laying off both times.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Squared that one up just a little late. Quick check on that tying run at first. A dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Still 2-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes. And he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Ripped on the ground to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits here for L.A. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Brewers 4 and the Dodgers 3. Adrian Gonzalez is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Number 23, Adrian.
Digging in now, Gene Segura. He singled his last time up.
Leading off for the Brewers, the shortstop, Gene Segura.
And he'll lay off a first pitch sinker, missing down and in for a ball. 1-0. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Grounded down the third baseline. Gloved by Uribe. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
You know, there's no such thing as a routine grounder with this guy. If you take your time, he's going to be safe. He'll beat it out. So that's a nice job of getting rid of it quickly and getting him at first base.
Here's Carlos Gomez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Hit hard back up the middle. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Here's Ryan Braun now. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 1-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you got to figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Now a snap throw to first, and the runner will get back standing.
Simple throw over there.
The set and the 2-1 pitch. Now a ball hit hard but foul as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Again, he sends it out of play. And now they've got him picked off. Ramirez tags, and they got him at second base. smoke toward the hole. Oh, what a stop. He's up with it. The throw. It's in time.
No way. That was awesome.
3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. Jackson Brown is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 7, Jackson Brown.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, A.J. Ellis. And they'll need him to get something going here. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both the lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number 1.
Juan Uribe is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. Too high. 1-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Into the box, Evan Gaucho, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah. A bad spot there to lose your release point. This one just continues to run inside and gets him, and now all of a sudden that puts a tying run on base.
Eric Babcock will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 33, Eric Babcock.
And this is low, ball 1. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there's got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
A runner on first with 2 away. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back in. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And you know he doesn't want to follow up that hit by pitch with a walk to the next guy. So if I'm hitting, I'm sitting dead red fastball on 3-1.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
And he may be the closer, but he is opening up a real can of worms here. Putting another guy on base with a walk, that's not going to help things.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And it's back to the top of the order now. Here's Carl Crawford. Trying to hold the lead. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
He's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball, 1-1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And here's one that's taken for a ball. It's now 2-1 to the Dodger left fielder.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
A swing and a miss on a good pitch, and the Dodgers are down to their final strike now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Down the first baseline. Great stop by Napoli. And a step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
And how about that for putting an exclamation point on a victory? Just a super play there to record the final out with some style.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Brewers win it 4-3. So long from Milwaukee.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Brewers: 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Dodgers, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. Our paid attendance at Miller Park this afternoon, 42,200. The Brewers thank you for attending today's game and remind you to please drive home safely.